let's see what's going on with your connection. What's going on between you and the person on your mind. Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords, Six of Swords, Queen of Swords. Oh my goodness. So a lot of air energy there. Okay. So at the moment I'm feeling like if you're in a partnership at the moment, I feel like there's been a period where communication has been really important. You've had to communicate about something. So maybe it's been big decisions. Maybe it's been the direction of the relationship. Maybe it's been some disagreements or some arguments that have needed some clarification, some communication. Because there's a lot of communication going on here. There's a lot of mind. I feel like so the Knight of Swords, he can be quite impulsive, and you know, he's kind of rushing in with information and, you know, discussion. This particular card though, you know, he's much more steady on his horse coming in. So I do feel like it hasn't been, I don't feel like the communication between you, whatever it's been about, hasn't been uneven. Like it's been, you've communicated well, I think, is what I'm trying to say. And with this Six of Swords, there's an idea that, you know, I feel like you've come to some sort of agreement in which you're able to move on from whatever it was that the communication was about, or there's come some sort of resolution. Now, with the Ace of Wands and the Six of Swords together, makes me feel like that it's become an understanding to take a new path, to create something new. Potentially together. I'm just not feeling like it's a separation. I'm not feeling like this type of communication that you've had has led to a breakup and the new path separately. I feel like it's coming to an understanding together. So it's coming to some sort of resolution, or coming to some sort of understanding that we need to set the past in the past and focus on the new things in the future and how we want to build a new future. And I think that both of you have come in quite clearly about what it is you want and need, and now you're trying to create this new situation. Let's get a little more clarity. Connecting situation. Connecting energy between you. Queen of Wands. Connecting energy. Four of Pentacles. Strength and the Hanged Man. So I still feel like this, so it's still about creating a new path. I still feel like it's together. You've decided to work through whatever it is together, and create this new path. You're finding strength from that communication, from the fact that you've both been able to sort of face this head on and come to some sort of understanding or resolution or agreement in which you're going to build from that, and not let everything just crumble and walk away, and not let it hurt you. With this Strength card, I really feel like it's like the what can't kill us will only make us stronger. So oftentimes really strong relationships are forged through adversities and having to go through things together, and you work your way through them and the bond becomes stronger. And so I feel like this is what's going on. This is what's happening. You both are desiring something new, like a new path together, like a desiring to walk away from whatever the problem was or fix whatever the problem was. And during this whole process, you've both, I think, have been able to take a sort of a step back and view things differently. So when we get in arguments with people, the first thing we do is we're in our own minds. So, and we're very focused on what it is that we think and feel. And that's fine because we are us and this is our mind and our body and our experience. But after that, it's really important to also try and, as best we can, sort of envision and imagine and put ourselves in the other's shoes as well and see how they might be seeing things, because it gives us a different perspective. And again, outside of that, when we are faced with problems, it doesn't matter if it's in relationships or in any form of any area of our life, again, it's always good to take that moment of pause and think of other paths, other solutions, different perspectives. Sometimes it's the thing that we think of last, or we wouldn't have considered normally if we didn't take a time to look at different perspectives, that ends up working really well. And I feel like you've both done this. You've both been able to look at other perspectives. You've both taken time inwards. So it's not been an abruptive fight. It's not been explosive. It's not been massive disagreements. This has been a very mature way of moving through whatever the situation was with you, which is really lovely. So let's just quickly get the potential future energy around you. Just a full potential future energy around you. Okay, 5 of Cups, 3 of Swords, and 10 of Cups. So there might be a sense that moving forward on this new path, there still might be a sense that, because it's most likely a compromise, so it's most likely an agreement that you've come to that doesn't favor either one of you wholly. So it might favor the whole, but not either of you individually. And so still there's a sense that you're most likely going to face some forms of feeling that you've had to, you've lost something. So you've had to compromise something maybe. But in this particular card, it's not a bad thing. I think this dolphin here, it's like it still senses, so the 2 cups that remain. So in the traditional deck, we're mourning the 3 spilt cups, but there are 2 cups that still remain. And so I think even though there's a feeling of loss over something, you've had to compromise something, I think there's a general understanding that it's for the greater good, and that there are still things there that are really worthwhile and valid. And sometimes it's the things that we do lose and we might feel lost over them actually turn out to be a good thing that we've lost, that we don't have anymore. With the 3 of Swords, potentially you'll still feel a little bit of heartache over it. But there's a real sense that whatever you've given up, and this will go for probably both of you, the linking energies, whatever you've given up has been for the greater good. These swords here, they're not piercing a heart, they're standing strong. They're standing firmly in the ground with the growing trees around them. So again, it's echoing this 5 of Cups in here. So sometimes what we let go of, as painful as it might be, creates something to grow and forge forward with, something better. And so I'm feeling this energy of strength in it as well. And then the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups is, you're happily ever after. It's like, it's everything. It's your abundance, it's your marriage, it's fulfillment, it's family, it's all your cups are full. Like everything is full. Everything has come together. So through the communication, the talking, the compromise, the coming with a new path forward, yes, there might be some feelings of loss and hurt in it a little bit, but there's still an understanding that those small sacrifices are for something better, and that something better is that 10 of Cups, the fulfillment of everything. So the connecting energy here is really lovely. So if you've gone through some sort of communication, some sort of arrangements and disagreements and discussions, and you're leading a new way forward with someone, 10 of Cups is your potential outcome. So the energy here is still really beautiful. It's very mature and grounded and positive.